Hey guys, welcome back to the Growers Corner. So for our first video this week, I kind of wanted to tie into with genetics, but it has a little bit more to do with vocabulary. Now, there's some terminology floating around that some of the new growers and some people that haven't really studied Mendel's law of genetics and things like that, that they aren't going to be too familiar with. And those are genotype and phenotype. And if you haven't bred, if you're just growing, that's not necessarily something that's super important. But once you start getting into breeding, once you start getting into seed selection, really, and understanding why you're buying something, you take it home, you grow it, and it may or may not look exactly like what you think or bought or have smoked before. And genotyping and phenotyping would be exactly why. So the easiest way to explain it is, there's a lot of different easy ways, but a simple way to explain it would be that genotype is to phenotype like the NFL league is to the Dallas Cowboys, the LA Raiders, any specific one team, right? Genotype is the genus of plant that is different from the species or family of plant, right? The genus is a specific portion of that family. Now, there's lots of sports teams, right? NFL is a specific genus of sports teams, right? Okay. So with that understanding, a phenotype is an expression of those. You've got 10 genes, okay? Let's say a seed has 2. There are 5 different combinations, immediate combinations, that can be made from those genetics, right? 5 different sets of 2, right? It's the same scenario. You can only have so many players on one team, so you have multiple teams, right? As well as, it's a specific, the Dallas Cowboys are a specific version of a football team. They're from a specific region. The San Francisco 49ers are a specific version of a football team. The Philadelphia Eagles are a specific version of a football team from a different region, right? That's even more specific. Phenotype is that thing. You can plant 10 different Granddaddy Purp seeds. You can have, and there are, 2 different phenotypes. One is blue, one is purple. The purple phenotype is a much smaller bud, but is wholly purple. Absolutely, completely vibrant purple. The blue phenotype has purple hues that come in, kind of on the edges, not necessarily all the way through the core, but it has a bigger yield and smells better. They're both Granddaddy Purps. They're both super, super mega dense. They both have that delicious grape sweet flavor. They're just different expressions of those genetics. LS is a different expression of a Honda Accord than the EX. Okay? Same thing. They're just little variations of the same set of genetics that make them different. And some are quote unquote extreme. You will get some sets of genetics, you'll plant 10 seeds, it looks like you have 10 different plants. No kidding. Or 5. They express themselves depending on where the genetics came from, how well they were back-crossed, how stable they were made. If they were made solely as an IBL or an inbred line, all of those things come into account and express themselves slightly differently. So you're looking at the high times going, ooh, that NYC diesel or the blue dream or whatever. It looks amazing. It's supposed to taste and smell like this and da 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 da. And you get this seed and you go home and you grow it and you're like, well, it's close, but some of it could be your growing technique. Some of it could be the environment. It could also be the phenotype. All right, guys. I hope I helped you, figure it out and kind of get a clearer picture of what those words mean and what they're referring to and why that's important. Just some more stuff to know, just some stuff to think about. Until next time, this is the Grower's Corner.